Hi, I'm Iridium. How's everyone doing? It's the weekend, it's reaction time. So we've got the band Projected and the song Stain. Now, I haven't covered any Projected music on this show, but listen to these names involved in this. You've got John Connolly of Sevendust on the guitar and vocals. You've got Vinnie Hornsby of Sevendust on the bass. Now, I've never really listened to any Sevendust stuff. I know they've had a couple of albums, a lot of albums actually, but for some reason never delved into their catalogue. But Scott Phillips from Alter Bridge on the drums and Eric Friedman from Tremonti on the guitar. Now, Tremonti and Alter Bridge being long-term favourite bands of mine. Absolutely love them bands. Alter Bridge got an album coming out this year. Tremonti's album was amazing last year. So some of the names involved in this project, wow, I mean, come on. So the third album from Projected is coming out on June the 24th on Rat Pack Records. Another great label, Rat Pack. It's called Hypoxia. This is produced by Alter Bridge and Tremonti's long-term producer, Elvis Basquet. Now, I've given Elvis Basquet some grief in the past about production as well. Especially for Alter Bridge. I think Tremonti's album last year sounded amazing, Marching in Time. So, you know, I don't know whether it's Tremonti's music, his music actually suits Basquet's production more than Alter Bridge. I don't know, but I know they're using Elvis Basquet again for the new album Alter Bridge, so who knows? Who knows? But I'm really looking forward to Alter Bridge's album, obviously. So this is Projected and Stain. Don't really know what to expect. Like I said, haven't heard any Sevendust stuff. I might have come across it in the past, heard a little bit, but not an awful lot. But here we go. You're getting excited about this.
Love stains everlasting hope. Hate burns never-ending hope. Preacher man told me I should pray to God, but heaven seems such a long way to go. So I pray.
Let's give it a quick stop there, man. Now this is very much for me. I mean, I can almost imagine Mark Tremonti's voice over this. This has got a lot of similarities, and of course it would have to the Tremonti project for me. Oh, for sure. I mean, it's got that heavy chorus. It's got that, what I love is that half-time second part of that chorus where it slows down and the heaviness just hits you. I mean, it's ticking all the boxes of that genre, you know, whether you call it, I don't know, what would you call this? Post-grunge, a lot of people call it. I don't know. I don't know what you call it, but if you wrap it up in that sort of Tremonti sounding stuff, I would say even Alter Bridge are sort of veering towards stuff like this. You know, the first single from the last album had this feel. It sort of started off in that slow part and then it hit heavy, just like this is. I mean, its musicianship is amazing. I mean, I really like his vocals. I think it's great. I like the way it sort of got those quiet verses, like I said, and then it sort of soars into those big choruses, those big chords hit. You know, but it's sort of, sometimes you could look on this like, I've heard this sort of song before, but it's still got to be done right. It's still got to hit heavy, and it's still got to just be catchy. This is catchy. I love the sort of simple sort of melody of guitaring going through that chorus. It's sort of just a little sort of melody going through, which sort of adds to the overall effect of the song. I like it. I really like it. I think it's a great song, and it just stands beside, for me, Alter Bridge and Tremonti. Now, I know that Sevendust have toured, I believe, with both Tremonti and Alter Bridge. I might be wrong, but you can see, you know, if this is anything like Sevendust, how it would fit straight in with what Tremonti and Alter Bridge are all about. You know, this is a great sort of, I mean, the drummer, I love the fact that Flip, the drummer, is Scott Phillips, that is doing something else with another project. I don't know if he's doing anything else apart from this, but I mean, look, Miles Kennedy and Tremonti are just everywhere, aren't they? They're just constantly working. I'm so glad that someone like Scott Phillips, who's a fucking brilliant, underrated drummer, has got his own thing going on as well, and he sounds great as usual. I wish, and this is just me, I think it's just Basquet's production. I just wish that snare, there's something about it, I just wish it was a bit more up front on his production sometimes, and this song included. It sounds great, the song sounds great, it sounds huge, but just the snare drum, I want a bit more oomph to it. I don't know if anyone agrees. It's almost like the kick drum is as nearly as loud as the snare drum. And I always think, you know, that snare should be fucking hit so hard and just get you every time. But saying that, his production on Tremonti's album was just, it sounded huge. Some of the best production I've ever heard. So, you know, it's just, I suppose, it just depends what band he's with. He don't want to make it sound the same for every band he produces for, but it still sounds great. It still sounds great. Here we go for the rest. I don't know if there could be not be a solo in this, because, you know, even Tremonti sometimes doesn't always do a full out solo. So here we go. Love the ending, actually. Not a guitar solo as such, but just atmosphere built up, heaviness, until you got into that last chorus. Just a great chorus as well. I mean, as soon as that last chorus hit, if I had one last chance to save it, hooky chorus, without a doubt. I mean, there's no doubt these guys, you know, along with the bands I've already mentioned that they're in, can write a fucking catchy chorus. That's what it's all about. A huge, huge chorus. Absolutely great. I loved it. Sometimes it might not be for everyone on this channel. A lot of my music covers older sort of sounding stuff, or stuff that sort of influenced, I suppose, melodic hard rock from the 80s or so. This is more 90s influenced, obviously, coming out of that era, but with a modern production and a more modern feel. It's great. It's just almost doing everything it should do with this type of song. You know, it's just brilliant. So Projected and Stain, this is coming off the third album by this band, Hypoxia. Have you heard anything else from these guys? I think I might have stumbled across a few songs in the past, but never really delved into it. June the 24th is coming out on Rat Pack Records. Let me know if you like this song in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.